the strangers you let in. We lock our doors to keep strangers and malfeasance away from us, yet we open our minds, and the minds of our children too. The full onslaught of the digital world, not with malice, with exhaustion, with good intentions and empty hands, with the very human need for 10 minutes of quiet. And that is where the danger actually lives, not in demons or cartoons or screens themselves, but in unexamined surrender. Because the subconscious does not filter. It does not discern intention. It does not ask whether something is just for a minute. It absorbs. It records tone, rhythm, pacing, emotional charge. It learns what is normal, learns what is funny. It learns what is safe. It learns what is desirable. And during those early years, when the mind is wide open in Theta, unguarded, trusting, forming its map of reality, the smallest inputs carry disproportionate weight. This is not a moral argument. It's a neurological one, a developmental one, a spiritual one. Formation always happens before discernment. The devil, if we insist on using that language, is not a red creature whispering evil. It is inattention. It is convenience replacing presence. It is outsourcing formation to whatever happens to be most engaging, most colorful, most dopamine efficient. What enters softly becomes foundational. What is repeated becomes familiar. What is familiar becomes invisible. And what is invisible becomes just the way things are. So the question isn't, is this cartoon bad? The question is, what nervous system is this training? What attention span is this shaping? What pace of reality is this normalizing? What story about the world is being written before the child can even read? We don't need fear. We need reverence. Reverence for how impressionable the young mind is. Reverence for how powerful small habits become. Reverence for the fact that formation is always happening, whether we are conscious of it or not. The devil is not in the screen. The devil is in the details, in the defaults, in the moments we don't think matter. And the good news, quietly, beautifully, is that the same is true for grace. Presence forms, stillness forms, real voices form, boredom forms imagination, eye contact forms safety. Being with a child, even imperfectly, forms more than any algorithm ever could. 10 minutes may feel small, but in a mind that is always listening, nothing ever really is.